Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. This is a channel about Pokemon cards primarily. Right, where am I going to start? I haven't scripted anything for today. I haven't even got an idea of what I really want to be doing. I'm making this video for me, and I might not post it. I might post it, and if so, and you don't find anything interesting in what I'm saying, feel free to not watch it. It won't bother me. So I am disheartened by what is going on in the Pokemon card world. By the way, this is Expedition from 2002. I'm disheartened like so many people. And I guess it's... Pokemon's supposed to be a refuge for me from the nightmare of what's happening in the real world. The whole world seems to be descending into chaos at the moment, both environmentally and politically. And it's making me very, very anxious and depressed. And my big escape from all of that nightmare is usually Pokemon, or Elden Ring, or Tears of the Kingdom, or whatever I'm playing at the time. But Pokemon is not a safe haven for me at the moment. The situation going on with regard to the lack of a product in the modern market is really distressing. And I did want to touch upon the fact that I feel that not purposefully and not with any bad intention, so many of the Pokemon content creators that I share this space with, even people I hugely admire like Ross or Top 10 Pokemon or Pokemon Classics or people like PokeRev or Leonhardt, they're all in many ways responsible, and as I say, not with malice, but we have created on YouTube and the internet a culture of valuing the cards for money more than for what they are. I mean, I do it as well to a degree, although value is not so important to me, because value is a one-way street for me, because I buy cards, but I never sell them. All my cards, all my collection will go with me to the grave. I will never be in a position where I want to let go of any of these things. So although it's nice to hear that a card is theoretically worth some money, it's not my primary passion for why I'm in the hobby. My primary passion is the actual collecting, completing sets, appreciating the beauty of the artwork. So that's not a criticism of other people. I mean, I do understand why why they do it. They need to. They're content creators. They make money off YouTube. I don't, and I don't wish to. But for them, it is actually a job. They want to get more clicks on their videos, and they want views, and they want to create this hype. I had a go at Ross yesterday, not nastily. I just pointed out to him that, by Ross I mean the Wassy at PTCG Radio, that he is very much a hype person. You know, every set he has to report is the best set ever, and it's all done in this very hype style of it's just incredible. You're going to want this. It's going to sell out fast, and it's putting fuel on the fire that's already burning out of control. And I know why he does it. You know, it's his channel, that's fine, but I don't find it very helpful in the current climate. It's really quite frustrating. There's no point trying to tell all his viewers that they must go out and get Journey Together because it's so hype, when no one can get Journey Together. So fuck that. I mean, really, fuck that. We already can't get it, so we don't need it hyped anymore. We have, through the hype, managed to pull in two. By the way, while I'm talking, I just want to do some close-up 4Ks on. Occasionally I do these reviews of cards sitting in my collection to see what the condition of them is after all these years. So this is number 2, Ampharos. What was number 1? Alakazam? Where is it? They're out of order. Okay, yeah. The hype is created, and it's out of control, and it's pulled in a malignant, nasty group of people who are using Pokemon as a way to make money without having any actual passion or interest in the product, the cards, the characters, the artists. It's all about how much money can I make. Now, that's human nature. I think, human nature is human nature. I think that's okay, isn't it? Which way around? I've forgotten which sleeve it's. This one is the perfect fit. Yeah. Oh, sorry. My mind is drifting because I'm just really, really depressed at the moment. Pokemon. Let's have a look at a reverse foil of the same card. Is this the number 2? No, this is the reverse of the other one. This isn't the reverse of the... They're all out of order in here, but we'll look at a reverse of the non-holo. It's the funny thing about Expedition that you've got these 2 reverses of these things. So this one's probably got some scuffs or something. There's a little mark in the mirror foil somewhere up above the connect there. And there's a lot of scratches on that. Hasn't survived well over the years. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. There's a lot of micro scratches across the bottom there. But still, it's for my collection. It looks nice. Without looking at it really with the light perfectly falling on it, you're not going to see those. It's a nice, what they call a binder copy. There's no damage to it as such. Oh, this corner's not great. Yeah, corner's not great. And that corner's a bit dodgy as well, but that's just a bottom edge, perhaps. So, yeah, that's not a particularly good example of that card. But, yeah, as I say, nice binder copy. I have tried to keep things as tidy as possible. Let's look at something completely different, actually. Sorry, I'm going off topic, I know. I was talking about the state of the hobby, but now I've got sidetracked. This is a card I love very, very much. It's a Ken Sugimori, really top bit of Ken Sugimori. I love the colours in it. There isn't a lot of colour in it. There's the slaty colour of her hair and the colour of Wooper, this powder blue. And there's a touch of colour in her top and the straps of her apron, etc. But it's just, you've got this intense black here and the light from the window. It's just a beautifully balanced card and really, really good bit of Sugimori artwork with a lot of thought into it. Whereas a lot of art they use for Sugimori cards is just his stock art images. Yeah. But this is showing why he is such a good artist. This one's in pretty good condition. There are... I'm not seeing scratches on that, but there may be some. We'll have a look at the corners on the other side. Yeah. I don't get stuff graded because, as I say, I'm never going to sell it. I like having them in binders. Once they're in a slab, you can't really... you can't put them in a binder anymore. They have to go somewhere else. So, slabs just don't appeal to me. And I really don't think PSA... The labels on PSA look really crap to my eyes. I do like the Ace labels that Randolph's been doing, his signature Ace labels. A lot of those are very nice. Actually, I really like Ace grading slabs. I think are really nice. Going back to the subject on hand, yeah. When I watch PokeRev, PokeRev is probably the biggest shark in the pool, I think. I don't know. Maybe there's somebody else on his level. But anyway, PokeRev seems to be apex predator of this whole genre of creators talking about Pokemon cards. And when I see him open a pack and go through the pack and, he's not interested in the cards. He's not interested. If they're in Japanese, I'm not even sure he knows what the names of the Pokemon are. He's just looking for that hit, looking for the hit. And I'm sure he's a very nice guy, but his channel is primarily about the value behind the cards rather than the aesthetic or the passion or the love for Pokemon. He obviously, like so many people, Pokemon is a huge part of his life. He grew up as a child playing Pokemon, collecting Pokemon cards. I'm not knocking that. But the way he presents his channel is very much focused on the money. And that is what has drawn people into Pokemon cards and fucked it up for the rest of us, because they see the potential to get rich. It's a nice card, isn't it? That's Yukamori. Quite an early Yukamori card. Sweet. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. So I don't think it's been helpful. It's not a good situation we are in, and I do not know when it will change, because, okay, Pokemon have said, hang on, let's look for some of the, what do I want to look for? I want to look for, well, I'll look for Mew. Let's look for Mew. There he is. Yeah, the Pokemon have said they'll reprint a lot of the last couple of sets or whatever. Print to demand, they say, but demand isn't finite. I could imagine that they print a whole new wave of Journey Together or Battle Partners, and instantly it just disappears into the scalper's hands again, and they could do it again and again. When will it come? It's not going to fix the problem if there is this culture of clearing out the shelves of everything for profit, for resale, unless we damp down this insanity. I mean, the other way that you could do it, which isn't practical and doesn't work and isn't in Pokemon's best interest, is for them to print so much that it doesn't sell, and they don't want to do that. They've got to find that fine balance between printing enough that people can get it, but not so much that it's a surplus and they're stuck with product that they can't get rid of. I just don't know what the solution is, but I know what has caused it, or has. It's a beautiful card, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Look at that. Kusajima. That's an iconic card, and it's the subtlety of the background, that there is a sort of, there are these lovely impressionistic flowers, but done in the colours of the flowers and the foliage or whatever are mirroring or resonating with the colours of Mew, who has all these subtle tones of pink, deeper pink at the ends of his feet and tail. It's just such a gentle, beautiful card. I remember when it came out. I remember pulling this card, actually. Seems like a long time ago. Which it was, I guess, yeah. So that's a nice card. It's in, I would say, very good condition, considering it's 23 years old, or whatever. Yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's not perfect. There's a sort of hint maybe at that corner. But on the whole, it's a nice card to have in your collection. I don't need to have it graded. It's not double-sleeved, this one, is it? Yes, was it double-sleeved? Am I missing? No. I just had it in a single penny sleeve. I don't need to have it graded. I don't need to sell it because it's never going to be sold. This is how it will stay in my collection. I keep it out of the binder because I just feel I want it to stay in the best condition possible. To be honest, it would probably be protected enough in the binder, but I tend to top load, just for real safety, hollows from sets that are over 20 years old or whatever. So I have got so many of these binders. No, I'm not going to look at Raichu. That's a very boring one. Sorry, Nishida, but don't particularly like that piece of artwork. What should we look at? Oh, let's go to Mewtwo. Given there it goes, that's the non-hollow up there. Yeah. So yeah, I'm wittering. I'm not really saying anything of importance here. I'm just expressing my annoyance with the state of the hobby at the moment. And the fact that there are so few creators in the space on YouTube that actually seem to be passionate about the cards. There are some, and I there are a number of people I really appreciate on here. Obviously, Primal Lugia, very much somebody who I share a lot of values with about collecting and how important it is to them. And yeah, I'm not going to name call anybody else. It doesn't matter. Except for Hungry Cabagon, who is my favourite pack opener from Japan. I never miss Hungry Cabagon's videos. I hugely recommend them. Really nice guy. I think he's Australian, living in Japan. But yeah, and I'm not knocking any of the other ones. Even, I like Leonhardt. He's not my... his presentation style is not for me. Yes, it's a little bit American and whatever. He's a really decent guy. And he's done very well on YouTube. But it's, I'm not the target audience. I do watch his videos. I mentioned Top 10 Pokemon earlier, whose channel is simply about auctions of the week and the value of cards, whatever, which would seem to be the opposite of what I'm about. But actually, he's a really nice guy. He puts a lot of work into his channel. It's very interesting. It's kind of depressing at the same time to see how ridiculously expensive these things have become, especially these modern cards that are selling for 2,000 or whatever. The state with this new Umbreon is just so stupid. It's crazy. Here's a nice card. This is the Skarmory reverse. Let's have a look. Give me a Masago. Nice card. Poor old Skarmory. Hasn't been treated very well by Pokemon over the years, I don't think. And then they went and created Corviknight, which kind of makes Skarmory a little bit redundant. But I really like Skarmory. I'm Gen 2 through and through. No generation has captured my interest as much as Gen 2. It was so exciting when Gen 1 was out. We knew Gen 1. Gen 1 were the basic, and then there was this suggestion there were going to be new Pokemon, different Pokemon, and they're all very, very good. Gen 2 is full of banging good Pokemon. Really, really exciting stuff. So is Gen 5 as well, which... I didn't like Black and White, the games. I found the story a bit depressing, and the map. Oh God, I hated the map of the world. The flow of it, that sort of loop you had to go around, and the city was so badly done. But that was the limitations of the Game Boy or whatever it was, the Game Boy Advance. I can't remember what we were playing on back then. It all becomes a blur which system we were playing. Was it DS? No, it wasn't DS, I don't think. I think it's Game Boy Advance. I don't know. But no, I didn't like Gen 5, the game, Black and White, or Black and White 2, or whatever. But I thought the Pokemon that they created, most of them, didn't like Ordino, didn't like that awful... what's that thing called? The nightmare thing. Goodness me, I've got vague... Patrat's evolution, my least favourite Pokemon. Anyway, and those monkeys, yeah, but whatever. why can I not think? The thing with the crazy eyes and the stiff tail. I've gone vague. We finally got to a point with over 1,000 Pokemon that names, and I'm nearly 60 years old now. The names are starting to drift from my mind. I could draw it from memory with the stripes across the belly and the hypnotic eyes and the stupid teeth. It's that, in the game, the stiff tail going. It's just horrible. I can't think what it's called, but I hate it. Yeah. Sorry, I've been wandering around with what I'm talking about today. So look at that. Isn't that just a beautiful card? Nishida doing Pichu. It's just joyful. Lovely, lovely card. Yeah, well, I don't know why I chose Expedition today. It was the first one that came to hand. I just wanted to do some cards in close-up and have a bit of nostalgia on screen while I talk about how bloody depressed I am. Anyway, we will see what happens. I'm hoping to get some Journey Together, no, whatever it's called, Battle Partners. A couple of boxes of Battle Partners that I ordered a long time ago. They haven't been sent out yet. Will they ever arrive? I don't know. I don't know. But I will open those on camera if they ever do turn up. I haven't got any pre-order in for the English version because you just can't get it, and that is just so stupid that we cannot get it in pre-order. We cannot get it on release day. It's just not available. So Ross's video yesterday telling us how hype it is and how we must all rush out and get it, just, it felt like being kicked when you're down, really. I don't need that message. Right, okay. That is a very rambling, incoherent video. I wouldn't mind if nobody watched it. It's just me talking.